The stadium transformation continues as construction teams advance structural work, facade installations, and interior development across the site. From major structural components prepared for installation to ongoing slab work and panel placement, steady progress is shaping the next stage of the project. Let's begin with an overview of the cantilever levels. Across the cantilever levels, activity varies between sections. The first cantilever level shows work around the stair structures with machinery positioned for structural placement. The second cantilever level currently shows less activity, with some platforms present but limited visible work. Meanwhile, progress on the third-tier seating structure continues, particularly with prefabricated seating elements being installed gradually as the upper stadium structure advances. In the south goal structure, the installation of facade elements continues to progress. Multiple sandwich panels have already been installed across the steel frame, although some sections still remain open where additional panels will be placed later. The lower section of the structure is also advancing as workers continue aligning and securing the panels to complete the external facade layer. Several panels remain stored nearby, ready for installation in the remaining gaps. The installation of external louvers is progressing slowly. Several sectors have already been completed, including both the structural supports and the lower louver sections. However, many areas of the stadium exterior still require installation. Based on the current pace, completing the entire facade louver system could take a considerable amount of time unless installation speed increases. At the north goal corner, large deliveries of insulation materials have recently arrived. Trucks transported multiple loads of rock wool insulation, which workers are unloading and organizing in the construction area. This material will be used as part of the enclosure and facade system being built in this sector of the stadium. Workers are actively installing metal anchors across the north goal corner structure. Around half of the anchor points have already been placed in the visible sections, while the remaining anchors still need to be installed across the lower areas. These anchors will support future facade components and structural attachments. Concrete work has resumed in the north goal section where a concrete pump and delivery trucks are operating. Fresh concrete is being pumped into elevated structural areas, indicating new pours are underway for platform or cantilever sections in this part of the stadium. Construction on the vertical access structures continues with work on stair and elevator towers. Two adjacent structures are visible at different stages of completion, with one appearing significantly more advanced while the other still requires additional structural installation. Elevating platforms are assisting workers as they continue assembling the framework and internal components of these access structures. In the Tribunal section, workers continue installing sandwich panels along the exterior structural frame. New panels are being positioned and secured, while other sections of the facade remain partially open awaiting additional installation. At the same time, internal structural work continues within this area, with platforms operating along the steel framework as teams carry out adjustments and structural assembly tasks. In the compression ring material zone, several structural elements remain staged for future installation. Two large radial beams are still positioned on the ground, along with a major support pillar and multiple flange components that have been stored in this area for several days. No new structural parts were delivered recently, and the existing pieces remain prepared for lifting once the next installation phase begins. Work on the lower interior slab has progressed with multiple areas already completed with concrete after reinforcement mesh was installed earlier. Some sections now show fully finished concrete surfaces, while nearby areas still require additional preparation before the same process can continue. Construction teams are gradually extending the slab work across the remaining sections of the floor structure. Inside the covered interior zones of the stadium, work continues with several elevating platforms operating within the structure. Workers appear to be focusing on installations beneath the hollow core slabs where structural pipes and support elements are being adjusted or secured. These internal operations are progressing steadily within the protected areas of the stadium framework. That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next construction update. Don't forget to leave a like, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.